Alright, sorry to leave you guys hanging a little bit there. I was just waiting for a couple of people to know that I'm live and that. As you can tell by my voice, I'm not 100% still. I sound really croaky. I'm usually a little bit more. I think I have kind of a raspy kind of voice for a girl, but still, I do usually sound a little bit better than this. I still sound a little bit like nasally and not great. But I do apologise first of all about all of the inactivity. I mean, I'm working a lot, which I've tried not to let affect me, but then when I'm working a lot on top of being ill, like, that does start to affect me then. I've got a couple of ideas for the channel, which I'm hoping to kick into place today. I'm going to start trying to do weekly vlogs on the channel so you guys can see what's going on. I haven't streamed, and some of you don't have Twitter or Snapchat or Instagram or whatever. Some of you just don't have me on social media. So basically, I'm just I'm just gonna see how it goes, because I'm gonna try weekly vlogs now, and then in December I'm gonna attempt to do Vlogmas. Now that means vlogging every single day. One thing I will say, if you're not interested in vlogs and stuff, just please hold off just for a second. Just let me announce this for those people that might be. But basically, one thing I will say is, like, some days I do sweet FA. I do absolutely nothing. Or I go to work, come home, have my tea, go to bed, pretty much. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes there is not much to see. On those days, I'll probably chat to you guys about something instead of showing you guys my day, because there won't be that much to show. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you very much to Pure Have UK, I think, or Pure Havoc. I think that's what it is. For sorry, I just see UK at the end, and I presume it's UK. But yeah, thank you for retweeting the link to the stream and that. But yeah, you know, it's so that's what I'm going to try and do. If you guys, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to ask me any questions that I can then answer in the next vlog and whatnot. So that's going to be happening, weekly vlogs, which should be easier, but also daily vlogs in December. To participate in Vlogmas. That means regular content on the channel. Lots of work for me to do on top of working a lot anyway, but I'm kind of working a lot as it is at the minute anyway, so it's not going to be that much different. And as long as I stay on my vitamins and make sure that I keep drinking lots of water and get regular sleep, then I should be alright. I should feel okay. I might be a little bit tired. I might have to resort to caffeine a couple of times, but we'll see how we go on. Anyway, since I've been away, just because I haven't been streaming doesn't mean I haven't been playing FIFA. As you can see, that lovely looking record there, now in the flipping negative. That is what Weekend League did to me. Absolutely destroyed me. I did not do good. I did not do good in Weekend League, guys. I literally finished silver 3, not even silver 2. I got 7 wins, guys. 7 wins. That is it. That's not great. Not to make too many excuses, but in some of the games, you know, they really were 50-50 games. It was a case of, like, either side could have won. I got quite a few messages from people saying, like, GG, you know, unlucky and all that, and it wasn't sarcasm. It was genuine, you know. So, you know, that speaks for one thing, but also I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough. I tried to do it all in one go. I think I should have been smart about it and separated it a little bit. But, you know, it is what it is. And that's one thing. Then, secondly, let me just claim these rewards. I always take the packs, by the way. We didn't actually get elite. We actually ended up getting gold one. But that's not too bad. That's still not bad. We get 3 packs of that, premium gold, prime mixed players, and jumbo gold, and then 11k to sit on as well. So I'm going to open those up shortly. But I just want to talk to you guys about what else I've been doing. So I've been trying to complete as many of the icon swaps things. So in terms of the online, they are all done now, apart from the Foot Champions one, and there's your proof that I only won 7 games. So hopefully we can qualify for this weekend and I can just win. I'm hoping I win more than 2 games, but at least if I win 2, then we know we're going to be getting that as well, and then that's another one of them. I do currently have 11 of the cards. I'm hoping to get 16 so I can get Ian right. That is my plan. That is my my big plan. I'm not too sure how you actually wind up getting other cards, but I'm sure that EA will give you the chance when it comes to. I actually thought that playing squad battles might get me more cards, but it turns out not. So I'll just see how I do anyway. I also completed down here these ones as well. So I got the win 6 matches on World Class with just basically a fully gold team that didn't have a higher overall rating of 83. Then an MLS squad, a Dutch League squad, and Chinese Super League squad. Managed to complete those throughout the week last week. Finished off yesterday and started some of the Edin Dzeko ones as well. So I finished the Survive the Scream playing in online survivals. I just want to quickly, in terms of this, by the way, I'm going to recommend, if you guys haven't done it yet, playing against a friend, and you and your friend, because it's literally just score 10 goals. So if you sit back, you let your friend score as many goals, and then your friend does that for you, then, you know, it's a winner, isn't it? Like, you could even take it in turns. You get a goal, your friend gets a goal, and keep going, etc. I want to give a shout out to this guy who basically did that for me, Mr. Scary 666 even. Like, I think at this point I had about 4 goals to get, and he put, "I let you in, I just needed 1 goal." This message, I do apologise about how badly, like, how really cringy the spelling is with that, but I was mid-game and I didn't want to lose the game, so I just said, like, basically, I'm now done with the objectives. This is what the EA community used to once be like. Now it's just full of shitheads, like, apart from this guy. So big shout out to this guy. I don't know if or whatnot. I'm probably going to message him later and just inform him that he's been shouted out on YouTube and that. Hopefully he's cool with it. But yeah, massive shout out to this guy for helping me complete this. It's pretty easy to do. Managed to pack Hazard and Godin in the same pack from one of my pre-order packs last night, pretty much. That is crazy. Wow. GG to you. We're then doing these that I've managed to set up a team for this that I can show you guys shortly. And this again is squad battles, so I might crack on with that after we've opened the packs. And then we'll get into some of the other ones as well. This is a really cool reward. I really like that ball. That's actually finally a little bit more creativity from EA. So shout out to EA for that, because that's pretty nice. I quite like that. And then we've got some of the other ones as well where we can get packs and whatnot. So we'll crack on with that shortly. But first of all, let's get these 3 packs open and see what we can get. What rank did you get in battles? I ended up getting gold 1. I actually thought I'd got elite 3, but I must have like just missed out, unfortunately. So yeah, oh, this is gonna be good. German, Cam, Dortmund. That's gonna be Royce. No fucking way. All right, I'll take that. How casual did I just say Royce, by the way? Like, I was trying to piece together who it could be. I'm not used to him being a cam. I thought, you know, I often consider him as like a left. He used to be a left midfielder, right, in FIFA before. Wow, that is an awesome pick, and that's actually going to help me so much with the one of the Edin Dzeko objectives where you need to use. I'm trying to use like a German team, But wow, that is pretty dope, guys. Oh my days. Ace Gamer, yo, can't stay for long. No worries, thank you for coming in. I still really appreciate it. But guys, what the fuck? We just got Royce. I was not expecting. It always comes when you're least expecting it, I swear. It always does. I knew it was going to be something good, but I didn't expect Marco bloody Royce to pop out of a pack. Like, Jesus. Apologies about my voice for anybody who's just popped in, by the way. I've been super ill and I'm not quite better, but I'm a little bit better. I sounded a lot, but as hard as it might be to imagine, I sounded a lot worse than this beforehand. So, yeah. So it's not actually anything else really worth noting in the pack, but Royce is a pretty nice pull, and I'm pretty pleased with that. I really, really am. You got gold 1, 2, and also Pat Royce in a 5k pack. Nice, very nice. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like these kits. Yeah, we're gonna take that kit. That's nice. It's a nice kit. It's different. See, that one's alright as well, but it'd be too similar to that. Like, they'd basically clash so bad. Let me get rid of that. And this guy, we might as well just discard. I'm not gonna need that either. I might need some of these later on down the line, though. Wow. I'm shook. I was not expecting, like, anything like that. I really wasn't. Oh, this is going to be good as well, I think. Oh, no, it's not. It's really not. It's not. A space check, though. He'd go nicely with Royce. If I wanted to build a Bundesliga team, then he'd work pretty well. I'm trying to keep everything that I pack for... I plan on doing quite a lot of SBCs and stuff like that, so if you see me just keep stuff, then yeah, you know, don't panic about it. Like, there's a valuable reason why I'm doing that. I can't see these guys being worth too much. I don't know if it's even worth, like, looking, if you know what I mean. Is it even worth it? I'm just gonna discard these guys. I'm sorry if that triggers anybody. Reese is a super sub for me because I play Prem Team. Yeah, that's pretty much what he'll be for me. I don't really want to sell many players, to be honest. I want to keep, like, cards this time because I'm sick of having, like, next to no cards, if you know what I mean. This is going to be rubbish. Gomis. I swear, like, he's only really noted because of that celebration that he did. The Predator, I think it's called in FIFA. Kalinic as well. Oh yeah, oh, a guy from Vale. This is my local team, by the way. I live in Stoke. And I don't know why I'm showing off this guy like he's great, but yeah, whenever I go and watch any local football matches, it's that team right there. So cool. Was that packed a Vale player? Like, I mean, obviously the highlight with that was Royce, definitely. So ignore the name. That was to remind me of what players needed to be within this team. So I'm going to do a bit of a swapsy because we've currently got Goetze, and I'm going to pop in Royce instead and put Goetze on the bench. I'll take out Lopez, actually. We'll just put Marco in there because he'll fit in quite nicely. German. Got them good links. He's got a solid link with that guy. I could potentially convert Goetze to a striker and use the two. But I really like Volland, believe it or not. I was just about to look at how much Royce is, by the way. I completely forgot. Let's have a look quickly. Footbin.com. But that looks okay. This is basically to do the Edin Dzeko objective of win 4 squad battles matches using 1 Bundesliga, 1 EPL, or 1 Serie A player at least. So I just basically filtered it out. sort of as best as I could, and I wanted to get like some nice cards in there as well, so I think it works. I think it'll be alright. I've not actually used it yet. I've not given it a go yet, but we'll crack on with that now. And REUS goes for, according to Footbin, I don't know where the new kit. Yeah. I really F with that kit. That's a really nice looking kit. Shout out to Hamburg. I think that is Hamburg. Margaret REUS goes for 230k on Xbox, 264k on PlayStation, and on Origin or PC, 320k. So there we go. Now we should get a win against this, but it's one of those teams that maybe upset me, so maybe upsets me. So we'll see. Always on world class difficulty. I never go any higher, never go any lower. And let's see, I can get a good result with this side.
And we've got action from the foot squad battles coming right up. So many storylines, Lee.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Really excited about this. I love the squad battles. Really intense on the formation and tactics.
It's so good to finally be back and streaming again. It really is. Oh no, that should have gone to REUS. Too much on it. Gotta go. No worries. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Well, he's a true professional. You know exactly what you're going to get from him week in, week out.
I do apologise if I cough or have a bad moment with like my throat, my cold thing. I will try not to, and I'll try and like mute out any coughing that I need to do. It's not like really bad. It's not, well, it's not frequent. Oh dear. Yeah, it's not a frequent cough, it's just a really deep cough. When I do get going, I sound awful. I sound like I smoke like 40 a day or something like that. So I will mute the mic if I do need to have a good cough. I was debating streaming yesterday. I thought I'll, give it a break for another day. Let me try and get even better. And I do feel better today, to be fair. I felt better yesterday. I felt like I was starting to get better yesterday.
Khedira's lost it. Just drifted into the illegal position. Offside, in the opinion of the officials. Khedira.
But yeah, I can't wait to bring like more vlogs and stuff onto the channel. They'll just break up all of the streams. At the minute, it's just like stream. And it's all FIFA at the minute. I'm not playing any other game at the minute. I'm literally just smashing out FIFA.
And threading it forward.
Come on, Kostic.
Can he take advantage? It's come off the keeper.
Poor shot. Really poor shot. That's one thing that I think I say this pretty much every stream, but has changed so much in FIFA. Like the one-on-one shooting is. You used to be pretty much guaranteed a goal in that position, one-on-one. In other FIFAs, you're like pretty much guaranteed a goal. You put a bit of finesse on it or something, and it's gonna go in. Now, I just put a bit of finesse on that, and it's still, it's not guaranteed anymore. As much as we moan about it, I was thinking, I suppose it makes it more even in a way. It makes it harder to score. Makes it a little bit more difficult, which is kind of, you have to say, is what you want. Like, if there was a game where you smashed every single game all the time, you would get bored. You would definitely get bored. I'm not saying the new FIFA is great or like flawless or anything, because it really isn't, but in terms of like where they've just made things a bit harder, you've just got to try and adapt to it. It's like with free kicks. I still haven't scored one, but again, I hit the bar yesterday twice, so hopefully it's coming. I cannot wait to score my first free kick. I really can't. got a feeling it'll happen in like career mode or something. Imagine. Do you know who I kind of fancy on this? You know, just have a big ass run up and bang. Nothing's gonna happen, I don't think.
And the keeper grabbing hold.
But it was worth. I just keep wanting to practice it. It's like all I do is the time finishing. I don't bother with topspin or anything like that. I watched a tutorial, you know, and it wasn't all that helpful at all. Like,
Here is
at all.
And that's an important intervention.
Well done, Bellerin.
Bernardo Silva. Can they trouble the opposition this time?
I think so far, though, this FIFA, I've done so well because I've
The opening goal.
really ground out as much, you know, Ultimate Team as I can. I've really tried to just grind the game.
Well, here we can take another look at it. You've got to ask questions about the keeper's positioning. That's half of his job. You can put the best keeper in the world.
The only thing I will say is obviously, like, I've only just started playing Weekend League, so other people have the upper hand there because they might have played it from like week 1, but I've still ground out, you know. I've still done better
REUS.
than what I've done in previous FIFAs. This is what I mean by Volland, by the way.
Swimmingly for them here.
I really rate him. I really like him.
It's a matter of avoiding any silly mistakes.
Well, as we can see, the keeper's done his best, but there's nothing he can do from there. He's not going to miss that one.
Well, a second goal.
Hopefully we can get the record back into positive. I know in FIFA 19 I had a really negative record, but that was because I never played squad battles. I never
Let's see what they can do here.
really tried much with anything other than just purely like online competitive. So
Dele Alli now. Dele Alli. Dele Alli.
oh,
Well, it's a procession of goals, and surely there's no way they can let this slip now. Absolutely dominant.
Well, sometimes being at the right place at the right time gets you a goal. On this occasion, it's a simple goal from his point of view.
Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add.
The hosts have really controlled possession, and all of their team are enjoying this performance. That's why they're winning, and that's why they're one of the best teams.
And fine vision from Dele Alli. Great opportunity.
oh, it's not gonna make it. It's nice. It's so nice to be able to stream again. I've really missed it. I really have missed streaming.
In possession, Volland. And they did have the ball, but not anymore. Read it superbly to take back possession. He continues to make hay. The referee's verdict is 3 additional minutes. Bernardo Silva. In possession, Volland.
Cut back, cut in.
Bernardo Silva.
Come on, Bernardo.
Happy to take on the shot. Every
Weak
goalkeeper
effort.
would expect to catch that one. Marco Reus.
And that's game. Well, half time even.
First half story. The second half commences. It was such a one-sided first half. Might it be different this time round?
Oh, bad challenge.
A foul at most certainly.
When is squad battle rewards? It is now. It's
A caution.
Well, definitely
done.
a yellow card, Derek.
It is today.
And a no-nonsense clearance. Insufficient guile on the crossing front, you've got to say. And the keeper's given it away inexcusably.
Woohoo!
Dele Alli now. Bernardo Silva. Khedira. Kevin Fonant. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Fred with it. He has time to play it over. Couldn't keep it. Kevin Fonant. Kostic has it. A really sumptuous ball.
Okay, Marco.
An attack full of promise. And up for grabs off the keeper.
Oh dear. Yeah, they should be available now. No problem, no problem.
A highly purposeful attack this. The emphasis on getting the ball forward. And no nonsense.
We're already making progress into the new week's
Reus.
squad
Possession,
battles.
Fonant. Reus. There's a slide rule pass.
I really like the fact that you can play as many squad battles matches as you want now as well. Like, you can just keep refreshing your opponents, keep going with it. I think it was really good that you can just, rather than, excuse me, rather than having to,
Poor pass under no
like, wait, and stuff, or like have to complete them each day, and or else they wouldn't save. Then it's good that you can just pick up wherever you want and just crack on with it from then.
They all know their roles as they apply.
I like that they include some rewards with squad battles as well, because it gets you playing different game modes, and it's quite clever really that they do that. It like keeps squad battles kind of relevant, the fact that you earn rewards from playing it, and objectives I mean as well, sorry.
When he's in this sort of mood, he's absolutely unstoppable. What a performance. Well, here's the replay. You have to say he's been a thorn in the side of the opposition all match. It's a good finish and a richly deserved hat-trick.
He's a great striker, Volland, a really, really good striker in the game. Really, he just feel, you know, when you have a player that just feels really like solid, and you know, like you feel like everything that the player does, it's like what you want to do, and it just, the player just seems to get you. Like Volland has been that player for me so far.
David Luiz doing his job defensively following the cross. Wonderfully weighted pass. Playing with opportunity it is.
Oh, he's put it wide.
On the target lead.
Oh, it was a great opportunity. Sometimes you've got a choice, power or placement. He should have put his laces through it.
I can't believe when we packed Reus, how calmly I said Reus. I was like, German, calm, Dortmund. I was like, oh, that's gotta be. I was going with Goethe, and then I thought, wait, no, he's 82 rated, and I was like, oh my god, it's gotta be Reus. And up he popped. I was like, oh, it's Reus.
The emphasis is on creativity. David Luiz. Khedira.
When I packed Ramos, it was a kind of similar reaction as well. It was just like, who is that? I was like, surely not Ramos. And then it was like, Sergio Ramos comes running out. I'm like, whoa. You just, I don't know. You're just so used. I'm just so used to packing shit that like when I pack something good, I'm like, oh my god, like damn, it can happen for me. My pack look is so weird. It's so like, it's so hit and miss. It really is.
Performance. Just nothing the defenders can do about it, seemingly.
Well, it's good play. Ian Wright always told me, stand in the middle of
Love
the
it.
goal. It sounds simple, but you don't have to get a lot of goals from that position.
And we're underway again. This game very much over as a contest.
I mean, as weak as this side is that we're facing, kicking the day off with a 5-0 victory. We're still going. We're actually still going. I'll be really disappointed in myself if I don't keep a clean sheet here. But can we get 6? That's the question.
Wasteful in
I think
possession.
we can.
Well, great read there to intercept. Kevin Follant. Royce. Firing it towards goal and putting his body on the line. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in.
There wasn't really much thought when making this team, you know. I just basically needed to use... Oh, REUS. Not too sure what happened then with that. Where he was going with that. But, yeah, because we're trying to complete the Dzeko objectives. And basically, you got to use one Bundesliga player in your team, one Serie A player, and one, like a minimum of one, and one Premier League player. So I basically just just went through just as if I was just choosing my highest rated players in the club, and like Bernardo Silva come up, and I thought, well, there's a Premier League player, and then kind of thought maybe I should go for just German Premier League players only, because I knew that I'd got like Khedira, who would link up with like Volland and Goethe, and then now REUS as well, obviously. But no, I stuck with Bernardo Silva. I thought I can still make it work, and I've managed to. I have managed to. I think it would have been better if I'd got another Man City like right back rather than Bellerin, or like. Well, Cedric isn't at Southampton anymore, is he? I was going to say like another Portuguese right back from the Premier League. I think, is Ricardo Pereira Portuguese maybe? So he could have been an option, but I stuck with Bellerin because I didn't really want to buy players. I thought finally I can use a squad where I'm not required to buy any players. Like, I haven't been able to do that for quite a few objectives now. I've been constantly just making little purchases and stuff. To try and like better, you know, my teams and that. We have 500 points on that. I do just want to quickly, I do this quite a lot, guys. I do apologise. I won't be doing it again as long as I know. Oh, there we go. Score 10. Score 10? Nah, it was score 50, I think. Score 60. Scoring 60 squad battles matches. We managed to do that one. So we have absolutely crushed these objectives, guys. Look at all this. Done. Hazard, not done. When the fuck I'm going to use Hazard again, I don't know. Win a match in any mode with Hazard and at least 5 players from the Premier League. I'm going to have to, like, do that in draft mode or something. And score a finesse shot using Hazard as well. I'm going to have to try and do that in, like, yeah, what do you call it, draft. List 50 players on the transfer market. We've got 10 more of that to do. And then this is, like, new. Already completed one, like, yesterday. This is about using silver players, look. So that's weird. I might not bother with that, to be honest. I'm not too fussed about that one. This one we should get round to doing. The week 4 rapid fire. I'm not too fussed about that at the minute. We'll stay focused with this one. So there we go. We know that win there did count. My team's fine. And everything. So we get a premium gold pack once completing this one. The record is slowly but surely coming back. It's coming back. We've now just recorded our 100th win. I would have liked to have recorded it before my 100th loss, but never mind. I finished on 11 wins, but only played 15 matches because I was busy, typical. One time I do good, can't finish my games. I had a really bad weekend league. It's the first one that I've played. Like I say, I don't know if it's because I tried to do it all in one day. I was really, really poorly, and I was stupid really because I kept quitting games. So if I'd go like 2-0, 1-0 down, if I'd go like 1-2-0 down, I was quitting games when I shouldn't have done, and I ended up only getting 7 wins. So yeah, that was like silver. That's like silver 3. So don't worry about your finish because you still did better than me, and I actually got through all of my matches. But I was stupid, and I won't do it again. I think the fact, like I say, that I was so ill, just really didn't help. I need to take my time, and I need to get out of this habit of quitting games. I got into a habit of just constantly quitting games. Nice. Love that. Thank you, Daniel. But yeah, I got into this habit of like constantly quitting games, and I need to get out of it. I really do, because it's no good.
Climbed up into the commentary position here. The match has so much potential, and kick-off.
I can't wait to start doing my weekly vlogs for you guys. You will love them. I promise. There's gonna be so much different content in the vlogs. It's funny. It's like you'll finally see like what my life is like, and it's just crazy. It's so, I think if one word could like sum up my life, it'd be just random. Like really, really random. Randomly go on trips out with my friends, like literally spontaneously. We'll finish work and it's like, should we go? I don't know. Should we go for a carvery? Yeah, why not? Should we go for a drive to Asda and get some snacks? It's like, yeah, why not? And then there's football that's there, and the pub, and drink. Well, no, I don't actually drink that much. I love my cocktails, but I don't actually drink much. I really don't. And it's like, obviously my dog will be in a lot of my vlogs. He's a massive part of my life. He's actually like such a good boy. I'm just looking at him now with like pure love. He's just he's asleep on my bed. Absolutely flat out. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing the vlogs, and hope that I can stick to them. I'm gonna tell like my friend so that she makes sure that I stick by it and that I actually do it. But yeah, I'm gonna like do Q&As in vlogs and stuff like that as well, so can answer some randomness.
It's good attacking play this from them.
Be really nice to get 4 straight wins and then just crack on with the next objective. So I know we've got to play some rivals. Oof, you just did enough then, Leno. Just did enough for that save. It was offside anyway, but still. Thinking about starting a career mode pretty soon. Does anybody have any idea when EA are finally going to release more head scans? So, like, not many of the Villa players have head scans, and, like, the newly promoted teams. And they usually do, like, an update, don't they? Of, like, a shitload. So, like, your most popular, like, your what am I going to call them? The more prominent Villa players, and then there's going to be Norwich and Sheffield as well. But yeah, I don't know if they already have or not, because I don't really look, if I'm honest, but it does usually state, and I've not seen anything posted, so, but does anybody know when that's going to be? Because I want to do a career mode when, obviously, there's more, like, authentic head scans and that, so that when I play against, your Villas and Sheffield and that, and Norwich, that they've got some, proper head scans in the game. Or star heads, let's call them. I've always called them head scans.
Rice.
But as soon as that kicks into place, I'll kickstart a career mode. Got a couple of ideas. Obviously, I always do an Arsenal career mode. But I want to do other stuff as well as that. So, like, some Road to Glory type career modes. My Reading career mode went down really well with you guys. You actually really seemed to enjoy that one. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I was thinking about using like Leeds or someone like that. Somebody asked me on Twitter to do a Man United kind of like, just like a one-off, kind of like one season, win everything with Man United kind of thing. So, there is that. Do a Tottenham career mode. What are you trying to do to me, Daniel? Like, what are you trying to do? Do a Tottenham career mode where I just sell every player, just use youth players, and sim every game. Get them not promoted. What's the other one? Relegated. That's the one. But no, I thought like with the United one, that would be a little bit like borderline, you know, being a bit of a traitor. Like, I don't know. Somebody suggested it to me. I thought it might do pretty well because of the real life, you know, Man United situation. So
intercepted well.
I'm keeping my options open. I might let you guys vote. Actually, might let you guys vote when the time comes a bit closer to. I'll let you guys to vote. I will definitely be doing an Arsenal career mode. I always do. Always do. It probably won't last for too long because I don't know. I think I just know my club that well that I know what players we need and that, and I just managed to sort of achieve everything that I want to achieve pretty much within the first 2 seasons. So I feel like once you've won the Champions League, that's it. Like if you've won the Premier League or whatever league you're playing in, if you're a French team, then the French league or whatever. I feel like once you've won that league title and then the Champions League, is there anything else really left to win? Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's completed, and then you can move on to the next challenge.
If they do lose it, because normally they do create more chances than this.
But what I could do is just do a continuous Arsenal career mode, just keep going and going and going with it, and then do other ones as well. Like have my little projects. Let's call them projects, yeah. So like, for instance, if I go ahead with the United one, you know, we'll have an Arsenal career mode. Then separately, we'll have a I don't know, make Manchester red again kind of campaign kind of thing. Once we've done that, I can move on to like a championship side. Like I say, for instance, Leeds, just the first one to come to mind. You know, get Leeds to glory or something like that. And then, and so on and so on. We just keep going. You can't forget the Checker Trade Trophy. Oh, yeah. AC Milan would be good as well. Definitely. That's another thing. Like, I love using my English clubs. Obviously, I really do, because I just ultimately like have more knowledge about them than overseas clubs. But it would be, and it will be, because I'm planning on doing it. So nice to do career modes with like teams from, you know, just outside of England, like whether that's France, Spain, Italy. I know like Spain's pretty good to do because they have a lot of licensing with EA, so that like the menus and stuff and the the cinematics at the start of the game look really nice and stuff like that, and they have like that authentic look. I think they've done something with the German league as well, so you know, we'll just get into it, we'll give it a go, and we'll just keep winning things, and that's, you know, just keep doing career mode, and that won't affect Ultimate Team, by the way. It'll just mean that I do more streams, so I might do a Ultimate Team stream in the morning or afternoon, then at night time it's career mode. I literally stream everything on my channel now. Apart from when I do vlogs, it's just going to be streams. It's so much easier for me because obviously I work and stuff, so like it doesn't, you know, I'm going to have to edit my vlogs anyway. But like when I do streams, I don't have to edit anything at all. It's just all recorded there and then in the moment, and then it goes up as a video once it's processed and stuff on YouTube. And it's just so much easier for me, so much easier to work with. They do well. The channel's grown. The channel's grown massively, which is more content is better. I agree. I definitely agree. More variety is better as well. Because, you know, believe it or not, I'm actually a huge career mode fan. I've always played... Let me concentrate on this a sec. I've always played career mode. I never really used to play... I said this to Dean from my esports team and someone I knew way before creating my esports team and that. But I said to him, like, because he's going through his, like, I don't think he's going to be able to play FIFA until, like, Christmas time and that. And I said to him, I said, you know what, if I didn't do YouTube, I don't think I'd really bother with Ultimate Team that much because of the rage that it causes. And, like, I just don't get that with career mode. Obviously, you get games that, like, piss you off a bit, and like you will with any game. But Ultimate Team really can make me feel like shit sometimes. It really can, like... When I was playing Weekend League, I just, like I say, I got into that stupid habit of constantly quitting games whenever I'd concede, and that's just stupid, but that's what it did to me. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to having just different kind of content, and if, you know, one day it's like, oh, I want to stream, but I don't really want to play Ultimate Team today, I can just do a career mode instead. I kind of keep getting the urge to play PUBG again, so expect that at some point. I'm working so much at the minute, it's not going to happen yet, but yeah, at some point expect that, because it will happen. It will definitely happen. But I'm always trying to, you know, if I had more time, I would do a lot more different content on my channel. Other than just gameplay as well. Like, I got into a stage where I was doing reviews of stuff, like films and TV shows that I'd watched and stuff, and I quite enjoyed doing them and all of that. 1 second, let's read that comment. I had a Champions League final game against Bayern back in FIFA 13 that was impossible to win. Replayed it 11 times, same score, 1-0. Damn, every time. Makes you wonder about script. Yeah, definitely. I think the scripting, like, I personally think it's still in the game. I really do. But at the same time, I do think it's less so in the game than what it used to be.
It's been an hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy that as well. Aurier.
It looks like we're about to get our second win of this little Jacko objective.
Wijnaldum.
Has anybody completed the Jacko before, or?
It's good play, this. The opposition.
Not before, I meant already, not before. I know some YouTubers that have. I think it was Haber that I watched, and he was on about just the card itself and said it was alright, but like it's going to be like a super sub for him. Not a bad player though to bring on, is it really?
REUS.
And maybe use in like future objectives or an SBC or something.
Space is on the inside. Here's Ali.
Oof. Absolutely disgusting company, yes. I know. Do you know, when I look at, like, I really wish that, I hope in the future that EA and Konami work together and, like, because at the minute it's like they're kind of fighting and taking licensing from each other and stuff, like, with the whole Juventus situation is absolutely ridiculous. It really is. The fact that they don't even have the same name in it, they don't have their name in the game. That was like what PES used to be like you'd have like North London Red or something like that in the game, and obviously that was Arsenal, and then you'd got Merseyside Red, Merseyside Blue, and it was like crazy, absolutely crazy. But I really hope that FIFA doesn't get like that now, because we'll all be switching over to PES otherwise.
And it looks as though they might be in to score.
But yeah, I really hope that they can sit down and like help each other out, because I think EA could definitely take a few tips from PES. PES are always releasing like new data packs and stuff, which include like new head scans. They're always keeping players like up to date, looking fresh and that. But it's always like your main players, whereas EA do get the odd youth player. Like just a couple examples from Arsenal, you've got Mavropanos, who's got his head scan in the game. Obviously Matteo, who he's become more of a prospect of the first team actually, but you know what I mean. You wouldn't mind PES overtaking FIFA. I just hope that something happens, because at the minute it's kind of this like the competitiveness this year in between the two companies is kind of like ruined FIFA a bit. Like, not ultimately, I just mean with the whole Juventus thing, I just thought that was really, really bizarre. Like really, really bizarre. And I don't know, but
Going to be a substitution here for the home side.
like it doesn't proper bother me, but then in the same sense,
REUS attacking now.
you just wouldn't expect that from EA, you know, who have always over the years had all these licensing, all the licensing in that. And when you look at what PES have had to work with, PES have done incredible. Yeah, exactly. I've been the same, yeah, because I've only ever stuck with FIFA because of the licensing and that. Because EA have just had all of this power in terms of licensing, but then done nothing with the game. They haven't like used that to their advantage really. All they've done is just piss people off, year in, year out. Whereas like PES have made some really big movements with next to no licensing, and slowly they've come creeping up, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the future with that. I would love them both to work together, like I say, because I think EA could take a lot of tips from PES, like a hell of a lot, and then PES could use EA's licensing agreements that they have, and I think that would ultimately make the ultimate football game.
At the moment, they're just stunned into silence.
Stop the game for the free kick.
Well, he's a long way out here, Martin. I can't believe he's going to actually try and shoot.
He's taking the attack to the Marco Reus.
Cool.
Just deflects out of play, behind for a corner. Swung in from the corner. Reaching for it a little bit with the header, and that's the expected result.
Back to the training ground, I think.
My dog is starting to snore so loud. I do apologise if you picked that up.
Jadon Sancho. It's with Maris. He's got some room out there. Now, can he cross it? They're coming in at the near post for the cross. Very straightforward piece of goalkeeping as he catches the cross.
I mean, really, I should
You could see what he was trying to do, but he couldn't.
I should do a career mode in PES with Arsenal, because they have
Get the ball in midfield.
like sorry about that. Like they have a what do you call it? A partnership. We're actually going to win the Rugby World Cup. It looks like it. It does. I watched one game. No, I didn't. I watched one game like last weekend, and then
The inferior team, they just didn't get into it.
I saw some of the scores on Saturday. I can't even remember who it was now actually. That's 2 wins in the bag. For this challenge. It's nice to use like good teams in squad battles. I've been using like some basic basic ass teams, like with the Dutch League. That wasn't a great team. My Chinese Super League team, I had a good attack. I had Carrasco, Adair, is it pronounced? And who was the other striker? Adair and can't think of his name. Actually not coming to me, but I had Hulk as well. Holy shit, who was the other striker that I used? It's gonna bug me so much. What's that? I'm gonna have to have a look at what CSL players I've got. Carrasco, Miranda, Zahavi, Mascherano, Rondon, that was it. Rondon's actually pretty good this FIFA, you know, he worked for that objective, but yeah, this was nice. I eventually brought in Miranda, because then I was working with like these guys here, who are just dreadful. They are just dreadful. Royce looks insane, you know, he's 200. Yeah, I had a look when I packed him. He's nice, he's very nice. Props to you guys beating the Aussies at least. I saw that, I think that was the game that I noticed, and I was like, damn. Oh, a Stoke fan. Oh dear. How did they do on the weekend actually? Did they get another draw? I think. What the hell did I do Saturday? Oh, I had a strange day. I went to see my nan because she's really ill at the minute. I had a strange day Saturday. It was her birthday as well, actually. But yeah, I didn't really follow any of the football or anything Saturday, which is unlike me, to be honest.
Comes to you from the Stoke City Stadium. This is Derek Ray in the commentary position, joined by the former Arsenal and England defender Lee Dixon. And we should have a tremendous...
Oh, Stoke won.
This really should be...
They beat Fulham, did they?
Well, thank you, Derek. Glorious.
2-0. Wow.
Looking forward to it. The fans are too.
Fair play. I assume when our squad battles coming out, I started playing FIFA this week and got Elite 3. They should be out now. Assume he is at Rafa's new club.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, I think so.
And the match begins.
Squad battle rewards should be out now. Oh, the kits kind of... do they clash?
The lineup for the hosts today.
Yeah, we'll be alright.
So they're going with the belt and braces approach.
Yeah, your rewards should be available now.
The midfield will be flooded when they've got the ball. Defensively, those fullbacks will be asked to supply support to their three centre-backs.
This is going to do bits on these guys.
Two strikers up front.
Oh.
Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week.
Oh dear. Right, how do you know, like the squads that you play in squad battles, how are they picked? Like,
That's a very impressive piece of defending.
do EA just use random ones? Is there somewhere you can like submit a squad or something? And like, how would you know if your team was like chosen in squad battles, if that makes sense?
Options in
Do you get like a reward for that? Imagine.
taking care of business defensively here. Now Khedira.
It's always baffled me because you play against some sick sides and then you play against some sides like the first team that I played against was like loads of bronze, silver, and then like Fred on the left midfield. Like some random teams. Oh, unlucky Royce.
The goalkeeper, as you would expect, once again doing his job.
Yeah, that's it. His job. Get behind the ball and save it.
Dele Alli.
Do you know, I did put a football bet on there on the weekend and I've not even checked it. I don't think it came in. I think somebody... I remember somebody let me down. I actually backed Stoke though, to be fair. I came against Bronze team with Van Dijk and... Oh my days, wow. That is crazy.
Kostic has it.
That is crazy.
Ira. Rebic has it. Lucas Leiva. Kessier has it.
I'm quite bad for not paying much attention to my opponent's squad as well, though. Because as soon as it's like a loading screen or whatever, I grab a drink or I look at my dog or something, or check the chat or my phone or something like that.
Kostic.
And then when I'm playing, I'm like, oh, he's got this guy. Oh, he's got that guy.
Bernardo Silva. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Kostic has it. Lucas Leiva.
That's out, surely.
So a throw in here.
This guy is a park the bus merchant. Back 5 seems to drop back depth. Minimum depth. Nothing but counter-attacks. Yeah.
Dele Alli. Reus. Dele Alli now. The ball with Marco Reus. Plenty of forward momentum here.
Yeah, he's pretty deep.
Can they produce?
Garni.
He'll be delighted to have
Just
won
beat
the ball,
Reus.
having made that difficult challenge. Reus.
Oh, unlucky.
Come up with the ball and did. Lazaro. Marco Reus. Kedira. He takes aim. Goulam. Kessier has it. Rebic. Still passing it around with authority. Well read to ease the pressure.
I swear blind, you know. I forgot to... I really wish I was streaming when I played it, but when I was playing Weekend League, I swear to God, I played against the real... is his name Tagliafico? I had to Google him. I'd heard of his name before, but he was playing with Tagliafico. His whole team was called like Tag. It was all puns on Tagliafico. And I just thought that's a really strange player to like be obsessed with. So I thought maybe it's him. Even his gamer tag was like Tagliafico, like his first name as well. I forgot it now. Do you know what? I'm sorry if this bores you guys to tears. I'm gonna have to try and find it. Recent players. I don't know if he'll be on here because it was like, was it Friday I think when I played it? Tagliafico. Jesus Christ, what is that picture? Sorry guys for traumatizing you. Nico Tagliafico. This was him. I played against him and like I actually added him as a friend just in case it was. But I was going to tweet him, but the embarrassing thing is I lost that game 6-2. It might be recent captures. I think I took a screenshot and I was like, do I share this or not? This is it. So this was it. I can't show you his team, but in his team he had, look at the name, Taglia Spitter, and then Nico Tagliafico. And it was all about Tagliafico. And he played, he had Tagliafico in his team. He kept scoring with him. And it was a left forward as well. It was crazy. If it was him, he will have a blue card, 99. No, he didn't. He had an inform. He had an inform Tagliafico, not a blue card. Yeah, left back. Yeah, because he put himself as a left, well, not himself, but, you know, he played using Tagliafico as a left forward. So I just wondered, I thought it's really weird to, like, I don't know. Is that a weird person to really be a super fan of? Do you know what I mean?
Well, keep it tight. That's what both managers would have been saying. But now the opening goal's gone in.
Yeah, he scored I think he scored 4 goals against me with Tagliafico. So I tried to look at his profile, but it's very like sort of privatised, so God knows, probably a Dutch player. Possibly, yeah, but
Well, they were clearly on the receiving end, so a free kick.
it was just all about Tagliafico. Like, it was all around the stadium, obviously, because it was his team name, and then he kept, like, just scoring with him, and I was like, damn.
Wonderfully weighted pass. Such a difficult save.
But yeah, I do know they have the blue 99 card. Could be someone doing it for the lols. True. But I just thought it was a weird player because I don't particularly know him as like a banter player. Like, you know, like Heskey back in the day. If it was something like that, I'd be like, okay, yeah, fair enough. Or like, I guess the modern day version would be someone like Phil Jones or Christ, I can't really think of anyone else right now, but you know what I mean, something like that. Or if it was going to be a super fan, it'd be, you know, Ronaldo or, but I don't know, because he's not even, Tagliafico, he's not even like the best player at his club, is he really? And he's not the best player in his country, but yeah, you know, each to their own. It could be, maybe he's just a big super fan. I was going to message him, and then I didn't want to seem like a retard. Imagine a message. And I was like, oh my God, is this the real you?
The first half here comes to an end.
Oh, you're looking at one of his clips. Cool. Okay. Came up against Luke Shaw in like FIFA 13. Yeah, the blue I came against was FIFA 13 as well. Yeah. I think it was Andros Townsend. Damn, no way. No way, that's crazy. I've never played against one. That's like as close. I can't even speak English this morning. That's like as close as I've ever, you know what I mean? I've never played against a blue card before.
Excellent ball over the top.
Literally, the most popular person, people I've ever played against were the Maverick Wolves, if you guys know them. They used to host some EA events. I'm not sure if they still do anymore. But I used to really have a lot to do with them. Like, I subscribed to them like when they were at like 500 subscribers or something. Because they used to go on Twitter and they'd like follow people, DM people, and be like, "Hi, please can you check us out on YouTube, subscribe to us," and all that kind of shit. And I was like, yeah, sure, and I did it, and they followed me, and they've stayed following me ever since. To be fair, they did like a charity they did a charity stream, and I donated like £30 towards their like charity, and got to play against them like on live stream on Twitch, so that was pretty cool. And that's yeah, they slapped me as well. They beat me 5-1.
It's a weighted pass, and the goalkeeper expertly anticipated that through ball.
Oh, no way, and you managed to win. Wow, cool. But yeah, they're like the most popular people that I've ever played against. They're really nice guys. They're really like proper down to earth guys. If you like FIFA content, I'd highly recommend them if you like don't already know who they are, but I'm pretty sure you will do. But if not, definitely go subscribe to them. They're like I say, they still follow me now. We don't talk or anything. Like I'm not gonna make out that like best pals or anything like that, but I've just supported them for quite a while, and I think that it's pretty cool that they recognise that, and they've never like unfollowed me or anything, which I just think is, you know, really decent of them. I'm pretty sure when I subscribed to them, I asked them to subscribe back to me, like if they could, but I don't think they are. I really don't think they are. But it's a little bit cringe. It's one for like in the future, obviously, if anything came of my channel, it's one thing to maybe look back on as the fact that I once asked the Maverick Wolves basically to do sub for sub. You got slapped. But I'm out. See you another time. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. Hey, we could be on 3 wins in a row. Let's not jinx things. Hopefully get another goal.
What a shocking pass, really. Couldn't keep the ball. Lucas Leiva. Now Khedira. It's with Roberto Firmino. Beautifully timed. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. In possession, Follant. Goulam. Kessié has it. And this is Goulam. Kessié. Rebic has it. So 20 minutes to go.
Do you know, coming to think of it, like, my favourite Arsenal player for the whole time while he was there was actually Thomas Rosicky, and I suppose he wasn't, like, a mainstream player, so it's probably the equivalent. But then, even though I was like a big Rosicky fan, like, ultimately, massively, and I'd like defend him to the, like, down to whatever. I would defend him like nothing, like, absolutely every day, every week on Twitter. I didn't really have to defend him much, but you get the odd person who was like, oh, he's injury prone, like, doesn't offer much, blah blah blah. He was just one of them players that I watched, and I was quite attracted to him as well, to be fair, I have to say. He was just, like, my type of guy, do you know what I mean? But that wasn't the only reason that I liked him. Like, every time I watched him play, I just thought he always gave 110%. I always felt that, like, the team used to look really uplifted by his presence. Like, he had a really good, positive, like, impact on the team. I used to get so pissed off if, like, that, you know, he wasn't captain or, like, vice captain and stuff. I just thought he deserved to be offered a little bit more. But yeah, he was awesome, and I loved him. I loved the fact that he, like, stayed with us all the way throughout and got to see us end our trophy drought, because really he stuck with us when we were going through some shit times. Like, I don't think he was fit, but he was there when we lost 8-2 to United and all that. Guessing you didn't play Weekend League this past... I did play REUS, and I did shit. I did absolutely shit. I finished Silver 3. I've been really poorly. In my defence, I've been really poorly. I tried to do it all in one go, and I just got too pissed off. And, yeah. So, I learnt my lesson. I need to be a bit more patient with the game, but when you're ill and you're tired and you've not got much time as it is to play the games, yeah, so yeah. Oh dear. But at least I played and I got, 7 wins? I got 7 wins. Oh dear.
Bernardo Silva distributing intelligence.
So yeah, but, like, the reason I brought up Tom was obviously because of the Nico Tagliafico super fan. Yeah, I got home at 8 last night and played 15. Oof, that grind. I respect that grind. I really do. One thing that was helping me, because obviously I wasn't streaming because I was so poorly, was I was watching, like, YouTube. I had YouTube on in the background, like, while I was playing the games, and then when I caught up with YouTube, I was watching Netflix, and it was just nice. It kind of, like, kept me a bit calm, but yeah, it didn't help me that much. I could have done with, like, some proper breaks, like, ooh, saved this time. Always have music on. Yeah. I have to be careful because of, like, my family and that. It's like when they go to bed and stuff. Because I like to hear the gameplay, like, even if it's just really, really low. I like to have the gameplay on. Because sometimes it throws me, like, playing FIFA silently. Right. So that's 3 wins out of the 4 that we need for this objective, so winner. I'm just going to take some painkillers, my throat's getting really sore. 1 second. I literally have them on my desk, so I'm not going anywhere. I was just muting my microphone. That's why I take these off the road. Ugh. I'm so bad at taking pills. It's like, it's not one of the coated ones, it just started to, like, started to dissolve on my tongue. Gross. There. Right, sorted. If I go a bit quiet, it's because my throat's really hurting now. Probably wasn't wise to stream today, but I wanted to. At least I've managed to get my record back to neutral. Finally. Hopefully we can go and record the last win that we need. Always happens though with these objectives. Just going to pre-warn you guys. I absolutely smash through them. Then when it comes down to where I need just like one more win or one more goal or whatever, it takes me forever, typically. So we'll see what happens in this game. I'm really struggling. Oh dear. Martin Tyler pisses me off to a whole new level. Do you know what, right? Martin Tyler, yeah, gets on my tits a bit, right? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I actually forget where I am sometimes, what I'm doing sometimes. Never mind. Right, but, yeah, so Martin Tyler annoys me a little bit. Do you know who annoys me the most? And I'm an Arsenal fan. Lee. He really does. He really does. He annoys me more than Martin, believe it or not. This is the first FIFA can't stand the commentary after a few games.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. I'm just hoping we get a nice, quick tempo from the start of this game.
Do you know what I think they should have? I think they should have Rio Ferdinand.
So we should be in for some entertainment.
I don't think I would listen to Neville. I think he'd piss me off. But Lee really pisses me off. And I'm, like I say, I'm an Arsenal fan, and he pisses me off. Oh, this is Derek Ray, isn't it? Derek Ray, I think.
Yes, Derek, one centre.
Yeah, Derek.
Two wingers who will provide the width, a very narrow three in midfield. A back four, the two full-backs will be expected to support, but also defend.
I mean, the greatest would be Cammy. They should have Cammy on it. I hate Lee Dixon as a commentator on FIFA. Same. I'm a big Arsenal fan and I hate him. He does my head in. You can change it to your settings so you just have Martin. Ah, right, okay. It's not like, you know, it's not anything major, but I can live with it. I know some YouTubers that don't have any thingy on and they kind of like do the commentary themselves. I couldn't do that today. My throat's an absolute bits, so I could not do that today. That would finish me off. I'd have to have the week off work. My manager would be like, what happened? I'd be like, well, I tried to do full commentary in all of my games in FIFA.
Here's Carvajal. Giving the ball away. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw it here.
You liked Andy Gray? I feel like he was okay, yeah. I can't remember him too much. Andy Gray.
Outrageously skillful. And they've only gone and applied that finishing touch. Well, the goal will not.
Alan's okay. Alan Smith, he's alright. It doesn't bother me, but Lee pisses me off.
Now, this might pay dividends.
Do you know why? He reminds me of Michael Owen a bit. Yeah, that was my bad completely. I told you, last game, when I'm one away, I do stupid shit. My brain just like I don't even know why. Just
Still
stupid.
searching for the equaliser, but not passing it.
Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, Folland, killing me.
You can't believe the goalkeeper saved that. That's brilliant.
And
Played
David
to the
Luiz.
centre of the box. And no nonsense defensive clearance. Dele
Dele
Alli.
Alli. Oh,
Another good
what was that? Ali. The Spurs draw on the weekend. Was it 1-1 in the end?
Rodrigo. Great vision to switch the play. Tackling and winning the ball to boot.
To boot. Oh, fuck.
Got to try to make it a bit more difficult for your
What is going on with this passing?
throw in.
It's been alright all day, well, all morning so far. And in this game, it's really letting me down. Come on then. Folland!
Supply.
Make a better run than that. Oh, shit.
Dele Alli.
Oh, wow.
Smart defending, and now they have the ball again.
Guys. Do you not like me or something?
Iniesta.
All of a sudden.
And Rodrigo has it. Iniesta. And that's very good refereeing to let the play flow. Delightful pass. Well, the pass in behind the defence.
I'm that used to conceding stupid goals where it's my fault from just doing something stupid. Like, it means nothing to me. You guys watching it are probably cringing so hard, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine, this happens on a regular, so don't even worry about it.
Luiz now. Bernardo Silva.
Oh, wow.
Here's Dele Alli.
Folland, please. Mate!
Keep his concentration to the maximum, and he did. And that will be a corner. And fisted away. Khedira. And a strong glove on the ball.
I'm getting sick of this guy. All of your 5 days as well. I don't get how you do it, to be honest. Especially when no one else. It annoys me so much. Honestly, don't even get me started. Do you know what I think, though, to be honest? Like, I look at it negatively. But I'm not the kind of person that speaks up. And I need to, you know, if it's really bothering me, I need to start speaking up for myself because I don't say anything. And I think my manager, bless him, I think he's doing me a favour. Yeah, I think he thinks he's doing me a favour, sorry. Like, he's like, oh, Kim's always reliable. Yeah, I'm going to give her some more hours. Yeah, I'll give Kim the hours. I think that's what he thinks when he does it. I don't think he realises, like, Kim wants a fucking break. Do you know what I mean? I think, like, because I'm quite a reliable member of staff, not to, like, you know, blow smoke up my own arse or anything, but well, you've seen my rota, like, I'm quite reliable, so I think my manager feels like he's doing me a favour and he thinks I appreciate all the hours, and to a certain degree I do, because then I do think, like, well, he must think well of me if he puts me in so much, do you know what I mean? And, like, so, you know, I get that. What I need to do is chill out, just take the hours while they're there, because the thing is with my job, it kind of counteracts itself quite a bit, so, like, I can do loads of hours for ages and ages, and then all of a sudden, we get, like, massive budget cuts, so, like, after Christmas, we'll get, like, huge budget cuts, so I'll be doing, like, 3 days a week, and then I'll be crying out for more hours, like, I won't be, because I'll be smart about it, and I'll be alright, but, like, yeah, I'll be crying, you know what I mean? I'll have more time, basically, and not be crying out for more hours, but I'll start to be, like, getting bored. So I've just got to take it while it's there, basically.
Ivan Rakitic.
I just really hope this year,
Running towards goal.
fuck's sake,
The teams separated by
I really hope this year that I have, like,
say they don't deserve it.
Boxing Day off, because I've worked there now for, I think this is my 6th Christmas that I've been there. 5th or 6th, I think it's 6th, yeah, the 6th Christmas I've been there. And I've worked every single Boxing Day since I've been there, so it sucks a little bit, but I'm hoping for one off. I know that I've definitely done the last 4. I think maybe the first year I might not have done it, but then after then, you're either his favourite or one of the... Yeah, I get that. No, he definitely doesn't hate me, my manager. He's there's not many people, because there's a lot of girls like that work at our place, and I'm like, there's me and one other that like follow football, and even like, how many lads work there? There's only one lad that works there now besides him, and he doesn't really follow football, to be fair. So my boss is a big Derby fan, so he likes the fact that he can have like banter with me, and that like one of the other girls as well, like, so. I think that goes in my favour a bit. It's not just that, like, I'm quite straightforward with him, and there's been a lot of shit recently, and I've, you know, kept him in there. Not been like a kiss ass, but I mean, I've let him know what's been going on, because like, he needed to know a couple of things, and so yeah, I don't think he hates me. Like I say, I thought about it yesterday. I had a bitch fit in the morning, then I calmed down and I thought, do you know what? I think he actually thinks he's doing me a favour. Just got to keep thinking of the money, haven't you? All of my supervisors love me. I'm lucky. That's good. I'd like to think I'm pretty well liked where I work. Like, we have a group chat and stuff, like on Facebook, and there's actually one on Snapchat as well now. And like, I'm always included and stuff on there, and they seem to like always tag me on stuff on Facebook and things like that. So I think I'm pretty well liked where I am. My problem is, like, I just try to get on with everybody, and because obviously at every workplace there's drama, I always find myself like stuck, because both sides of the drama want me on their side, do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I don't want to be on anyone's side, particularly in the drama. I just try and stay out of it. So I always end up a little bit stuck, and it's like, they always try and like rope me in on either side, and I'm like, look, I don't want any part in this. You know, you don't go to work for drama. You go to work for the money at the end of the day. But yeah, it's been hard. I said at the start of the stream, it's been really hard this week because of being ill, and then trying to stream and grind out FIFA and all that, on top of working a lot and being ill, has been an absolute pain. Can we pull this back? Come on, Marco. Yeah, I always tell them that if it doesn't include me, I'm not getting involved. Exactly, and that's what I say, to be honest. Like, unless someone's really out of order, which in fairness has been the case lately, and I've had to like speak up about it to my manager, just so he knows like what's going on. So like, unless somebody's really out of order, because obviously as a supervisor, like, I have that duty of like care of the other staff, and so yeah, then I will say something, but not when it's just like, you know, like nitpicking at people constantly, and I don't want to be involved in that. It's just like playground antics, you know. I shouldn't be going on. We're all like adults there, do you know what I mean? That's the funny part of it, is like, we've got a lot of like 17, 18-year-olds that work there, and like, it's not even their drama, it's like the older people, which is mad. But yeah, I just try and stay out of it. I try and get on with everybody, because at the end of the day, that's what you go to. You don't go to work for drama. You go to work just to go do a job, come home and switch off. That's what I like to do. That's why I like my job, because like, my job allows me to do that. Oof. I feel like I'm gonna have no voice tomorrow.
Iniesta. And given away. Marco Reus.
Speaking of them, speaking of the work gang, I just got a Snapchat from the work group. Snapchat chat. What is this? It's a video. I feel like I shouldn't be watching this right now.
clemency.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I've just seen the best thing. Oh, I wish I could show you guys this. I think he'd kill me though. Oh my god.
Good idea, that particular move.
One of like the old colleagues who still works for the same company, but he's gone to another store. He's just sent like his, I presume what is his Halloween costume, and it's one of them, you know, the alien abduction inflatable thing where it looks like you're being like carried by an alien. He's got that. Oh, what a guy. Come on, we can come back from this. If I stop like looking at my phone.
Trying to catch them out. Well, they were clearly on the receiving end, so a free kick is next. That will certainly mean a booking here.
And now he's on a tightrope.
They will now make use of the substitutes bench.
I'll read your comments just in a sec. Can I try and work a little bit of late magic? Wow!
A waste of a free kick.
Whoa!
Miss as wildly as that.
Well, there's groans from the
I feel like that's about to hit my bedroom window like any second now. Jesus, Rakitic.
Just a little bit more. The fans are demanding it. They could get themselves back into this one.
Always difficult to stop Marco Reus. A poor cross off.
Crosses are so poor in this FIFA.
Isco has it.
Remember when they were like really OP?
Wanyama.
Wanyama?
The 1 minute left in normal time here.
I can't believe the amount of racism that's happening in, I was going to say in FIFA, in football these days. Right, let me read your thing, because I don't think I'm getting anything out of this game. I think I'm literally just about losing it.
Here's Rakitic.
I told you. I've just won 3 games straight. I need 4 wins with this team in squad battles. I've just won 3 games back to back. Come on to that last one and bang, loss. I'm hoping I can win the next one.
Corner once more.
Had a meeting yesterday and my supervisor was saying I was it. That's good. That's nice. I love that, you know. Isn't it so nice when you get like praise at work? It's such a nice feeling when you're actually like appreciated. But this is what I mean with my manager. Like he sent me texts before now and said stuff like, "Oh, thanks for all your hard work like today and this week and whatever." And he's like, have a nice weekend and stuff. And I'm like, that's so nice. Like it actually makes you feel so good. Especially because I was given a lot of responsibility and you only just started working. Yeah, that you literally remind me of myself when I started working at where I work now. Look at that, 13 shots by the way. Joke, mate. Joke, but never mind. But when I started working where I'm at now, I was literally a Christmas temp. 6 years later, here we are. But I was a Christmas temp, and I think I was 17. And oh, we should beat this side. Should. And basically, I went for the interview on like the Thursday. I was supposed to start on the Sunday, and I got a phone call Saturday like, someone's ringing sick, is there any chance you could come in? I said yes, and that was the start of me covering many shifts for this specific co-worker who actually doesn't work there anymore, so it's fine, but I'm still not going to name names or anything. And then someone else started, and they were just as bad. Wear the Tottenham kit, because then I'll be more fueled to beat you. Right, that's good logic there. That's good logic. If I don't beat this, it's time to pack in, isn't it, really? I mean, come on. But, yeah, you never know in FIFA. But yeah, that was like the start of, I'm not even exaggerating when I say every week I was picking up at least one of the 2 bad co-worker, not bad, but unreliable co-worker shifts. Both of them don't work there anymore. So, but yeah, it was the start of just. I'm pretty sure everyone just called me like the cover girl, because that was what I became. It was like, right, such a body's ringing sick, ring Kim, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I can come in. I used to drop my plans and everything. What a saddo. When I look back now, I think what a saddo I was. I was too afraid to say no. I just wanted to impress all the time, obviously, because I was like new, and then I just fell into this spell of constantly covering for people when they were off. And but in fairness, it got me well appreciated where I work. And you know, sometimes they say, oh, you don't get any better thought of, and I think in that time, no, you don't. But in time, when you look back and you think, like, my manager must look back, sometimes I think, God, Kim's covered some extra shifts for me before, like the company, not the company, but the store, like, could have been on its absolute arse and, like, really struggled if it wasn't for me, and a couple of others as well, to be fair, in time. Because we've had some really unreliable staff in the past. But it's all fun. It's all part of working in retail.
Still possibilities. Cook. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly.
I love talking about work, you know, it's like such an icebreaker with people as well. It's like the best. If you ever go on a date and you don't know what to talk about, just start talking about your job, because everybody, like, even though, see, like, my mum, for example, she works in a bank and I work in retail, but even though it's, like, kind of different kind of jobs, like, because we deal with the public, I feel like any job where you have to deal with the public, or where you just have shit staff who just don't turn up for work, anybody who's experienced anything like that is, like, you just get on so well. It's such a good icebreaker. Workers just always throw work into the equation.
Kevin Fonant looking for that final pass, looking for the goal that would put them ahead.
Come on, guys.
Continues. They're making considerable progress.
Come on, Kevin.
To the goal that puts them
I really hate saying that because that's my manager's name. In FIFA 19, I had Kevin De Bruyne. I literally relied on him, like, a lot, and I'd be like, come on, Kevin. It just reminds me of my manager so much.
Volland. Kevin Volland.
Go on, Volland. Oh my God, how are you saving that? You're a bronze goalkeeper. That's an 82 rated striker there, firing that at you. I was the only person who answered the phone and said I could cover. Literally same for so long. Literally the same for about a year, and then, funnily enough, the guy who just Snapchatted me, he was pretty reliable as well. He was really good.
Put him off a little bit, but it was worth an effort. If he goes in, he's a hero.
We saved the place. I remember one point, like, we lost who was like now, like like, my best friend quit, and she left, like, before Christmas, and, like, because of, like, how she left, like, we couldn't recruit anybody quick enough, because it was like just before, like, Christmas, and we basically, like, me, this guy, one of the other supervisors, and one of the Christmas temps, a girl, actually just lived there. We practically, like, us and then my manager, like, kind of, like we ran that store. We actually ran that store. It was mad. We were so short-staffed. And we did, like, one of the worst Christmases ever. Like, sometimes we were doing 6 days on, 1 day off, another 6 days, or six and then 1 off, and then 5 in, and then you get 2 off, and it was absolutely mental. Safe to say, it was bloody mental. We all just, like, I think that's why, like, we all became so close, because we just had to, we worked, we saw that much of each other. You have to pull each other through it. Like, it's crazy.
Corner kick played in. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week.
And you gotta love customers. You got it. Oh dear. I'm not going to get started. I'll save all of this chat now for my vlogs, like, because I will rant so much about customers in my vlogs. Not in a, like, bad way that'll thingy me. Get me into trouble with my company. Finally a goal, and it's Volland. I do believe in him. I do believe in him. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I swear his arm just disappeared. Okay, EA.
Well, here's the replay. The keeper's made a save, but it's not good enough. It's back into play. He was first to react, and it's in the back of the net.
Opening goal of the game then.
Whew. Dying.
Sutton. Just not looking confident in possession.
Ah, I just thought of something like logically. So
Firing it towards goal.
with the teams that with the players I've got my really good Spanish like league player, which is Ramos. I've got my high-rated Spanish league player. I've now got a high-rated German league player in REUS. I'm waiting to pack that high-rated Premier League player. Is he going to come next? And who is it going to be? I did buy Bernardo Silva, who's 87 rated, but he doesn't count because I bought him. Okay. So, we're just waiting for that now. Obviously, I'd love like Lacazette, Aubameyang. I think I'd prefer, as much as I love. Yeah, I packed Ramos. It's on my channel somewhere. It's on my channel somewhere. He's the highest. He's still. Oh, just by one actually. He's still the highest rated player that I've packed yet in FIFA 20. Just about almost overtaken by REUS, who's 88, but Ramos is of course 89. Marco, is that a pen? Yes. Yeah, packing Ramos was insane. My highest rated is Alisson. Nice. I'd love that. Do you know, Leno does a good job, but I had Alisson in FIFA 19 and he was, wow, he was incredible. Penalty. Yeah, I'm sorry, David Luiz, but I needed the goal. Do you know, I've only ever packed one icon in my whole, in any FIFA.
Really good penalty.
Well, a second goal for them here. Give it away.
It wasn't even a good icon either. I'm actually quite embarrassed.
Ramsey.
I don't think you'd ever guess.
He's got space. Cross fired over. A lack of guile with regard to that cross. Goalkeeper's ball. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages.
Guess who my icon was? I can't even remember what FIFA it was, to be honest.
Possession Folland.
I'll give you a clue. Right back.
He stopped them just when they...
I feel like if I give you the next clue, you'll know. Well, I'll just give it to you anyway. Premier League right back. No. No, I wish it was Valderrama. I mentioned him earlier. If you were in. Were you in when we were talking? You might have been. I mentioned him earlier. This was quite a few... I want to say FIFA 17. I want to say. Was he an icon then? I don't know if he still has an icon card now, actually. Neville, yes. Gary fucking Neville. I was gutted. I saw the icon like thing pop up and I was like, oh yes, and then Neville, and I was like, oh. It was like, oh okay, I finally got one, but it's Neville. Great. Nah, he's not. I can't even remember what he played like, to be honest. I really can't. I don't know how I packed one. I really don't know. I really don't know. I think back in the day, it was when like coin farming was still going, so I used to buy
That's why they're one of the best.
quite a lot of coins and just open packs. I didn't really play many matches. I was just constantly opening packs. Don't do that anymore though. Wow,
Close to worrying the scoreboard operator.
No,
that was pretty dreadful.
when he looks at the position he is in, he'll be disappointed he didn't hit the target.
Oh, no way. Hernandez and Carlos.
And very deftly cut out.
How can I get more of the icon swap things? Because I have 11 and I want 16. So I've done quite a few of the objectives, but that's still not going to take me to 16. Is there another way of getting them?
It's with Bernardo Silva. Vollant.
I know I can get like one more,
Superbly.
which will take me up to 12, but then I need another 4. There's 12 this season and 12 next season. For the same icons though, yeah, like, I won't have to like, how can I put it? You know how you have like,
Can't miss.
shit.
Well, he didn't catch it.
Yeah, so they will like add together. Yeah, that's cool.
Keep your eye on the ball, and he just wavered.
So I gotta wait for a whole next season, no way. But they will add up, right? So like, I get, say I get I get all 12 now, and then I get like just the 4 that I need. That'll add up to get the 16, right? And I'll be able to get, guess who I want? Ian Wright. I just have this set on using righty and having a front 3 eventually of Wright, Aubameyang and Lacazette. I'm thinking in the formation where you have the left forward and the right forward.
And he's made headway. It has to be.
Oh, love that.
Goal after goal after goal.
Yeah, they do. They're all for the same icon swaps. Thank you. Cheers for that. I wasn't sure.
Well, sometimes being at the right place.
God, I sound awful today. I really need some cough medicine. I can get some tomorrow.
It has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept.
I got Nesta. Nice. Nice. I just had this idea of like
Speculative effort here.
having that front 3. Being a big Arsenal fan, that's like, you know, I just really want to try it.
An important interception.
I love Ian Wright, really do.
Extremely sloppy in possession. Bernardo Silva sliding it through. Attacker versus keeper. And
Saving for Keane. Yeah, he looks really good, to be fair.
Kedira. Reus. Kostic has it. Firing it in. And putting his body on the line. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. In possession, Vollant. Doughty defending to win the ball back.
We should definitely have this win
And a throw-in it's going to
in
be.
the bag. Because you used to be able to earn the cards from playing squad battles, didn't you? But apparently not anymore.
Options in the centre.
I'm looking forward to getting the 12th one though, because I feel done really well with the objectives this FIFA, but I've just hammered them. Like, I'm using the objectives to grind out squads and rivals. It's good. I like what they've done with Ultimate Team this year. That is nice. It's just the gameplay itself that just needs a little bit of tweaking.
Kevin Vollant.
The rewards and stuff and the objectives they're pretty good. I like it.
A header it was, but a pretty straightforward
I've got
save.
Giggs getting Schmeichel
Really difficult.
and a Kocher. Oh yeah. Next. Nice.
And options around him. Beautifully timed.
Kadira.
was in the right place to intercept. Marco Reus. In possession, Folland. Straight down the throat of the opposition. And a throw-in forthcoming. Folland.
Oh.
Well, great read there to intercept. Good pressure to regain possession. Bernardo Silva. And this is Reus.
Oh, that was going to be so nice if we could have just slipped Bernardo back in then.
Oakley. Good idea, that particular move, but not to be. Reus. It's with Bernardo Silva. Marco Reus. And Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's an interesting pass. An attack full of promise.
Wow, Volland. Wow. Oh dear.
Practice in training next week. That was pretty average, to be fair.
And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. It might be on for them. Well, you've got to conclude that it was completely overhit.
We can do this.
Not a good pass.
Wait, finally. There we go, that's the fourth. And another objective complete. A sub, let's call it a sub-objective, because it's not like a main one, but it's still a form of an objective. Look at that, 21 shots. I told you, playing against the Spurs kit would no pun intended, spur me on to win that. It'd be really nice to actually get Elite again. I thought I'd done it. I got Elite 3 last night and then obviously just didn't play enough and the rounds kept updating, so I ended up losing out on it. But yeah, that is another little objective completed. Another 2 from the looks of things. Season and a milestone. Wow, okay. So that is all the roads lead to Rome. Win 4 squad battles matches using at least 1 Bundesliga, 1 EPL and 1 Serie A player on a minimum. A professional difficulty. Not a difficult one to do. Any tips would be just to use German players, because you can have Khedira and also Emre Can as your, you know, I mean, like for chemistry and stuff, as your Serie A, and then obviously German Bundesliga is a given. There's so many Germans, but I'd definitely recommend getting Volland. He's decent. He works nicely. I really rate him. I really like him. You can also pick up like Goetze as well. Having Marco Reus was just a blessing, to be fair. And with your Premier League, you've got Leno, Rudiger as well. So there's just some options for you guys. That's another one done. I'm going to do this one as well, actually. A Battle Master Tifo. Oh, 1 premium gold players pack. So that's 2 packs. Nice. That's the ultimate thing that you get after. So that was our 50th squad battles match, which is cool. 50th win on a minimum of semi-pro. I always play world class. Unless the difficulty was higher, then I'm always going to choose world class. 103, 14, 103. I want to improve that. I want to get to just better. Let's open these packs up, and then I'm going to give myself a little break, but I promise I'll be back in maybe an hour, between 45 minutes and an hour. Just want to give myself some little breaks and stuff. This isn't going to be very good, but it is going to be, I think I've actually already packed him, unless I used him in an SBC, which is likely. No, I must have done so. I know that I did pack him before. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in him. We'll save the rest. The duplicates, not duplicates, they're non-tradable anyway, so come on, give us an 83 or something good. I feel like that means it's not good. 82? Oh, matter. Okay, I called it. I called the 82 rating. Okay, I'll take that. That's not bad. I'm trying to think. I don't think he'll help my Premier League team, but he could be on the bench or whatever. Dimitri Payet as well. Alright, that's not bad. Like I say, future objectives and stuff, he could work out to be pretty good. You never know. These are, again, untradeable, so we're just going to have to discard them. I could swap them and stuff, but I can't really be arsed with all of that, to be honest. So that's another one complete. The next objective, or objectives, because sometimes I do try and complete more than one at once. I think we're going to be going into rivals next, but like I say, I want to give myself a break. So score 5 low-driven shot. Score 5 goals. Wow, I can't even speak today. I like to make a note of these because I've got the worst memory, and it must piss you guys off because I literally finish a game, come back, check the objectives. I start building a team, I've already forgot, go back, look at the objectives. So I have a little notebook, I write them all down so I can see word for word, I write them down as well. Score 5 goals. Using low driven, which is both of your bumpers. Best to just sweat it and then score with a low driven if you're pretty much guaranteed a goal. In rivals, so that's 1, and then I think these are all rivals as well now. Score a goal using players with a maximum of 75 pace and a minimum of 80 physical in 3 separate rivals wins. See, this is like, I don't think they're that hard, but they're very specific, aren't they? So it's like, just gonna have to have a good look around with that. It sucks that it's got to be in 3, not even in 3 separate games, but in 3 separate wins. It's so specific. It's not, I wouldn't say it's particularly difficult, but it's going to take some grinding out, you know, to get that, which luckily enough I have got time for today. Score a goal using players. Imagine if it had to be like the same player, that would be ridiculous. With max 75 pace. And a minimum of 80 physical. I have no idea what kind of players right now. I don't really pay that much attention, to be honest. I look at pace a lot and that, but I don't fully like thinking with the stats really. In 3 rivals wins, that's like ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Slow and steady wins. Assist 10 goals using forwards. See, this is a bit easier, I think. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all about rivals. Rivals, yeah. So we're going to be smashing out some rivals later on today, this afternoon, once I've had a little break. It's alright. The other week, for any of you who don't know, I streamed for 8 hours solid. And I was not good. It took me like 3 days to recover from that stream. I was not good. I felt like I was a different person. Do you know, I'm like, I don't know if you guys ever get this or if it's just because of me, because I've like, I don't know, but you ever like feel like you're just not you and like that life isn't real and all that kind of stuff. I was in that mindset for 3 solid days after that stream. I just didn't, everything just felt like not real. It was horrible. I'm never doing it again, ever. Fair enough if I didn't have a job and YouTube was my job, but it isn't, so we're not doing that again. Using forwards with a max I could probably finish this stream off now, to be fair, because I'm just chatting to you guys. Of 83 dribbling. I'm going to try and like set up a team in a bit. And a minimum 70 passing. See, that's not difficult because a lot of forwards have good passing. In rivals matches. And then finally, the Bosnia Diamond is scored a goal. See, using a Serie A player in 4 separate rivals matches. So I'm thinking, go out and build a Serie A team. I think I've got some good Serie A players. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you all very much for coming into the stream. I really appreciate it. I am sorry about the lack of streams whilst I've been ill and working a lot. Usually if I'm just working a lot, then I can, you know, I'm alright, and even like when I'm just ill. But the two combined together is well, it sucks, and it's really difficult to stay motivated. And I honestly believe that's why I played so badly in Weekend League, because I was tired from work, I was tired from the flu, and I basically just, I just couldn't motivate myself that much. Usually when I stream, like, you guys help me stay motivated, like when I'm losing and stuff, to carry on, and that helps. So the fact that I wasn't streaming either, all of that just kind of added up, took its toll, and it all just went to shit. But yeah, we will crack on with these after. I'm going to build a Serie A team now, off stream, so I can concentrate a little bit more. But thank you to everybody who's come in. Appreciate it. And I will see you all hopefully later on this afternoon. I'll try and tweet and also snap on my story when I'm next live. I keep trying to remember to do both. I always remember to tweet, but only just. So trying to remember to Snapchat as well is a bit difficult. But we'll get there with it. And yeah, I'll be back in a bit.